Hey guys, what's up? I am here to give you guys a recap on the new chapter of Nanatsu no Taizai, or you could call it the 7 Deadly Sins, on chapter 333. Well, Nakaba really did it. Which I'm pretty sure you guys who have read the chapter would know what I'm talking about. Those guys who haven't, and if you are not even up to date, you will be spoiled as heck. So if anything else, let's just get this started. The chapter has a opening page where Zeldris and Gelder takes their leave to go somewhere else, I believe. Whatever path they are going to, I hope they will be okay, which I'm pretty sure they will be. But we see to it that someone says that he's really gone, which they all agree to. But Elizabeth has a concerned expression on her face, and Escanor says, well, it's about time we all did the same, right? Everyone's waiting for us. Even Deanne's like, we all, huh? Yeah. Does that mean you two as well? And King's like, yeah. Are you gonna stand there all day? Come on, let's go back together. However, the look that Meliodas has on his face says otherwise, And it's really emotional, and this is where it gets ugly because Escanor, he's really burning up, and even Escanor tells everyone, I'm sorry guys, I can't move my body anymore. This is it for me. Regardless, I have no regrets in my life. Thank you all for getting to know me and letting me get to know you. Escanor therefore tells them to each every sin, especially Elizabeth, and Mal. Escanor thanks Mal for being the best confidant he could ever ask for. He even tells King and Deanne, I'm sorry I won't be able to make it to your wedding and I pray that you find happiness together. Elizabeth, please give my warmest regards to His Majesty, Hendy, and the others. Mal, thank you for everything you did for me right up until the very end. Bon, ooze up, slow down on the booze and alcohol for a bit, okay? And Escanor thanks Meliodas by saying, I owe you my entire life to you. You are a true friend to whom there could never be any equal. And Escanor finally tells Merlin this, Merlin, I've always loved you, and it wasn't just because you reminded me of Rosa, but because you really looked at me, spoke to me, connected to me without any prejudice or discrimination. And Merlin just scoffs or breathes for a second and says, you do understand that I find you only fascinating as a study test subject, right? And Escanor was like, hey, that's more than enough for me to be happy with. As long as I was able to exist in some corner of your heart somewhere, that's all I needed. And Merlin actually seems to be shaking and says, you're too late. Too late for anything, for everything. Some things just can't be taken back. Even Elizabeth's like wondering, what are you talking about? Escanor and Merlin says, Escanor, I wish you would have found me sooner. If possible, 3,000 years sooner. And Meliodas is like, what are you talking about, Merlin? And Escanor therefore tells Merlin, no matter what happens, I'm always on your side. No matter what decisions you've made, no matter what crimes or sins you bear. And Merlin's like, you knew about them? But Escanor says, no, it's just a gut feeling. After all, from the moment I met you, you've always had that sad look in your eyes, And right now, Deanne is really concerned about Escanor, and Escanor is really starting to disintegrate. He says, looks like I'm out of time. Take care of yourselves, everyone. Now then, I'm not sure what may happen, but you should really step away back from me, okay? But Meliodas is like, don't worry, I'm gonna see you off, Even Deanne is saying, I hate goodbyes, and Merlin is walking up to Escanor, and Escanor says, stay back, this is too dangerous. But to everyone's shock, Merlin kisses Escanor and puts her hand on his body, and I think Escanor was about to hug Merlin in reciprocation, but he decides not to. And Merlin, on the other hand, says, I was never able to reciprocate your feelings for me, but as proof of your life as you existed, I would take these burns upon my body as a symbol of the one man who ever loved me of all times, And Escanor started to cry and therefore says a couple words or poetry by saying, the finest of wines, able to lull the heart into the sweetest intoxication that is your lonely love. Regrettably, I wasn't able to become the glass that could hold it, but if you could grant me one wish, God, it would be a glass able to hold that love to one day appear. And Escanor disintegrates at long last into the wind, and Meliodas therefore says, "Sleep well, Escanor. Goodbye." And the last couple messages, as it says, he fought many a mighty foe and protected many lives up to the very end. Though his sun may have set, proof of his life will forever remain scarred. And even so, it says, even the mightiest fallen and gone with the wind. Next chapter is called The End of an Era. As you guys know, this chapter entirely without a lot of detail is Escanor's death. We all kind of figured that this would happen eventually because, you know, ever since the magic he had was actually a grace from the goddess clan, not to mention altogether, Mal warns him, if you push your body any further, you are really going to die. You know that more than anyone. And of course, you know, Escanor really did push his body beyond and over to the point of using the one ultimate by using his own life force to help his friends and help everybody in Britannia to the very end. And of course, yeah, this was eventually what's supposed to happen. Thank you, Nakaba, for actually doing that. And a lot of people may be disappointed and unhappy, but this was supposed to happen because, you know, having a grace from the goddess clan that's only meant for a goddess, it's only gonna kill them in the end, and that's the fact. And I'm glad Nakaba decides to give Escanor his last round of treasuring goodbye to us and say, yo, it's time to go. And even the mightiest or the strongest of all humanity, with the grace of the sunshine or the sun itself, finally fades away. Now, I don't know what happened to the grace entirely. Either Mal might have found a way to take it back, or it might have scattered along with the user. We don't know. I hope that question will be answered soon, but I guess we'll find out later. But who knows? Anyways, I expect the end of the manga to come about very soon. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's only a couple more chapters left at most before everything comes to an end. So until then, people, I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm Alpha. Have a good day. I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace out. Bye-bye. Toot-toot!